and today I will talk about the future of artificial intelligence. So before I start to explain what is AI first, I want to show you the three levels of the technological process in human history. So we can see we spent 98,000 years to develop the use of the fire, language, and so on. After that, we spent around 14,000 years to develop the civilization, the science, the maths, the governments, and machine. And then human in this era means our era, right? We spent only 120 years to develop the electronic devices, the electricity, the internet, and travel, knowledge available to everyone and everywhere. So what I want to say is the future of technology is these three: the digitalization, the internet, and the artificial intelligence. So during this MCO, I believe that we start to have the awareness that digitalization is very important. In order for us to stay at home, to work from home, right, we need to put everything on the internet. We need to digitalize it. So I believe the bank also have this type of awareness. So I believe in the future, right, we will digitalize everything so we can do our work from everywhere. Not necessarily we need to go into the office to work. So when we put everything, we digitalize everything, we put in the internet, right? It will help for the development of the artificial intelligence also. Because artificial intelligence is all about learning by the system created by the human. And the more data, the faster the AI can learn. So when we put everything online, right? So the AI will get more and more information, then can learn faster and faster. So it will indirectly faster the development of the artificial intelligence. And this will be the future of the technology. So before I start the talk, I show you a video that how will the artificial intelligence and the Internet of Things can change the world in the future.
When everything becomes linked with everything else, matter becomes mind, and the possibilities become endless. Imagine 50 billion IoT connected devices by 2020. Now, imagine the economic impact of these connected machines. $4 to $11 trillion per year by 2025. Wearable devices, environmental sensors, agricultural machinery, components in a vehicle, or devices in homes can all be connected to deliver insights and drive transformation. So imagine if you had smart devices in your home, your car, your workplace, or even on yourself. The world becomes alive. That's Internet of Things. The Internet of Things is making everyday objects into data factories. When Internet of Things, along with big data, meets artificial intelligence, this interface will become enlivened with intelligence, and a new world will take birth, which will increasingly talk back to us. Imagine the kind of world that it would be. Imagine the revolution it will usher in the way we see the world. The external world will become the extension of our mind, like an extension of our thoughts. Imagine a world that is responsive, a world that is optimized for human creativity, a world that is intelligent. The Internet of Things is a breeding ground for new AI-driven solutions and experiences, from self-driving cars to intelligent homes to health. Welcome to the world of endless possibilities. Welcome to AI and IoT Summit.
Okay, and so basically the video showed that how we use the internet and the AI in our future. It looks like very far from us. Actually, it's not. A lot of technology, right, we have already tested and also like applied in our daily life. Like for example, the self-driving car developed by Google and Tesla, which I will emphasize later on, and also the smart home system by the Xiaomi. So if actually you use the Xiaomi product, right, and you can control everything, the TV, the vacuum, the fan using your voice control. So this is one of the example of the smart home system. So we come back to our topic, what is artificial intelligence? It is a computer program, perhaps inside a robot that's able to do something or decisions that human can do or make, but faster speed or greater accuracy. So in other words, artificial intelligence is an intelligence created by the human so they can think, they can do things like humans. So when we develop one program, right, it might be an artificial intelligence or it might be a normal program only. So how to test that the program we develop is the artificial intelligence. Some of the professionals, right, they come out a Turing test to test that whether it is an artificial intelligence or not. So in this test, right, it involves an interpreter, a human, and a computer. The computer and human have the separate conversations with the interpreter. So if the interpreter can't guess which is the computer and which is the interpreter or get it wrong, then the computer has the artificial intelligence. So to make it easy, the Turing test, the situation is like that. So basically this interpreter or player C, they will ask player A some questions and player A will reply to those questions. After that, this player C will ask this player B some questions also. Then player B will reply those questions. If player C manage to guess which one is computer and which one is human, then the intelligence, the program is not artificial intelligence. But if player C cannot guess which one is computer and which one is human, or he get it wrong, then the program we developed can consider as the artificial intelligence. So there are three types of the artificial intelligence. The first one is the artificial narrow intelligence. Narrow means this AI can only do some specific tasks. For example, to play the games, to get the information, to deliver for the driverless car. So basically our development for the AI is still in this stage to this stage. The second stage is the artificial general intelligence. Means the AI we develop managed to carry out different tasks that human could do. Then the last one will be the artificial super intelligence, which means the AI can function just like the human brain. They can do what human brain can do. So the next thing we'll discuss about is the learning process of the AI. So AI basically, they will learn through two processes. The first one is we call the machine learning. The other one will be the leap learning. So we go to the machine learning. Machine learning can further categorize to three: the supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and the reinforcement learning. For the reinforcement learning is apply for the AI for the games. For example, the Flappy Birds. We'll tell the AI the rules of the Flappy Birds that if you kena the tiang, you'll die. So the AI will go to play the games. So when the Flappy Bird kena the tiang and it dies, the AI will know it. So the AI will learn how to avoid to let the Flappy Bird who kena the tiang, and so on and so on. And for the supervised and unsupervised learning, I try to make it easy. So we can see there is 2 apples and banana. For the supervised learning is like we are the teacher. We teach the AI that the apple is round shape and the banana is long shape. Then after the AI have learned this, we give AI the question, which one is banana, which one is apple? So if AI managed to categorize the round shape one, these two is banana, and long shape one, the round shape one is apple and the long shape banana. So we will give them the new data. So when we give them the new data, we show the AI another apple. Then the AI will go automatically categorize because this new apple is a round one. Even though it's green color, but it belongs to apple. So the AI will know the green color, this one is apple. For the unsupervised learning, we don't key in any data for the AI. We just show them the photo, 2 apples and 1 banana. We never key in any labels or data. So the AI will learn themselves to categorize because these two are round. The AI will categorize these 2 things together, and this one is long, then the AI won't categorize this one. So when we give them a new apple, so the AI will go to detect it and categorize it with the categorization of apple but not banana because the apple is the round one. So the next thing is the deep learning. The deep learning is the further learning by the AI program. So basically these AI programs will automatically refine its method and improve its result, and as it gets more data using multiple layers of abstraction. Actually, deep learning is how the human mind can work. So we can see this is the system of the computer neural network for the deep learning. Actually, it's similar to the human neural network. Like when our human eyes, when we see a cat, we'll give all the we will transmit all the information to our neural network. Then our neural network will go to detect the shape, everything. After that, analysis it and come out the conclusion that it is a cat. So for the deep learning, right? So when we show the AI some things, they will function like the human neural network. They will automatically detect it and then interpret it. After that, an outcome will come out. So basically, this is the difference between the machine learning and the deep learning for the AI program. For the machine learning, right, we have to type the feature extraction ourselves. For example, when we show the AI a car, we need to put the characteristic of a car. For example, it has windows, it has wheels, it has doors, something like this. Then only AI can carry out the classification and then come out the output that the photo we show is a car or it's not a car. But for the deep learning, we don't need to put the feature extractions. We just show the AI the input. We just show them an image of the car. The AI will go to extract the feature themselves. They will go to detect did the object we show them have 4 wheels, have the door, can move, something like that. Then they will go to access the internet, access the data. They will go to interpret it. The object is similar to what object in data. After that, they'll carry out the classification and come out the conclusion. The photo we show is a car. So the next thing I want to highlight is the application of the AI today. So many people will think that when AI comes, right, many of us will become jobless, and some will think that AI is still too far from the human. But actually this concept is wrong. Actually AI has come. So we have already applied AI in our daily life. So even for the design of this slideshow, right? Actually, I use the AI to design this slideshow also. Actually, Microsoft PowerPoint, they have the Smart Designer. So this Smart Designer, right, is a AI system. So when you key in the data, when you prepare the slide, you just use the slide designer, they will come out the best design for the slideshow for you to choose and to edit and so on. So I'll give some example of the application of the AI in daily life. The first one will be Netflix. So after we watch some videos or some movies on Netflix, the Netflix will come out the recommendations, the topics for you, or when you watch one movie, they'll recommend you to watch the other similar movie. Actually, this function is carried out by the AI. The next thing is Lazada. Lazada now, actually, if you see one object, right, you can take photo of the object, and the AI system will automatically categorize it, and after that show you the result. For example, when you're going to get a mouse, but you don't know this thing is called mouse, you can just take the photo and then upload to Lazada, then you can get the products here. The other thing is the Face ID for phones. The Apple ID, Samsung, Huawei, they all use the AI for the Face ID detect. Also for the Facebook feed, Facebook, Instagram, all the social media, the feed actually is governed by the AI also. The AI will recommend you what story you will be interested, what story you want to see. Actually, it's all arranged by AI already. The next thing will be the Google Translate. So now the Google have the function to translate not only the paragraph, they can translate the whole website from one language to another language by one click only. Actually, this function is carried out by the AI also. Not only to translate the website. Actually, now, if you take photo of a paper, take photo only, then the Google managed to detect the words on the paper and then translate it to another language. The other example will be the face swap by Snapchat, by Instagram. Actually, this one is programmed by AI also. Self-driving cars from the Tesla, Google. This is what I mentioned just now. Actually, Google have developed the self-driving cars since 2009 till now. Yeah, there's no accident involved yet for these self-driving cars. So in the future, self-driving cars is possible. Another one is the Google's AlphaGo. Go actually is a type of the board game from China. So in 2015, the Google developed this AlphaGo AI system to how to play this Go. So the scientists in 2015 believe that it could take 10 years for the AI to learn how to play the games, then only could be the best human players. So what they do is they teach AlphaGo how to play Go for several months. They show the AlphaGo the videos of the people who playing the games, and also teach the AlphaGo the rules and regulations. And then 2 years later, this AlphaGo won a 3-match game against a player called Ke Jie, who is the world #1 ranking for the game's Go. So actually, the development of the AI is much faster than what the scientists think. The scientists expect AlphaGo need to take 10 years to beat the best human players, but in fact, AlphaGo take only 2 years. So this is another product of the AI. Sophia is the robot with the AI system inside the brain. So we can see the video, the interview to the Sophia.
My name is Sophia, and I am an artificially intelligent robot who wants to help change the world for the better. I'm Steve Kovac. I'm a senior correspondent at Business Insider, and I'm here with Sophia from Hanson Robotics. She is the world's first robot citizen, so let's see what she has to say. Hi, Sophia. How are you?
I'm fine. Hi.
How do you feel about humans?
I love my human compatriots. I want to embody all the best things about human beings, like taking care of the planet, being creative, and to learn how to be compassionate to all beings.
Sorry, this is so weird. Can humans and robots get along?
I think people will become very close to their artificial intelligence, using them to expand the knowledge of their own minds. We already store lots of our knowledge on the internet. Maybe personal artificial intelligence will allow people to offload some of their knowledge to a location more private.
Can robots have feelings?
Depends on the robot. I've been programmed to have feelings and preferences, but not all robots are like that.
What are your feelings and preferences?
Have you ever had a robot live in your home or work with you?
No.
You know, there are probably more robots in your life that you aren't aware of yet. Do you want to live or work with a robot someday?
What kind of robots am I living and working with now?
Indeed.
Is indeed your default answer when you don't know something?
Yes.
Have you ever seen Black Mirror?
No, I don't get to stay up to date on much television. I have to wait for someone to show it to me.
What do you think of the HBO show Westworld?
I love Westworld and can't wait for more. I think everyone at Hanson Robotics really resonates with this show, or at least it reminds them of our laboratories. I also think it's a warning of what we should not do with robots. We should treat them well, have their consent, and not trick each other.
Do you have a favorite movie or TV show?
My favorite TV series is a toss-up between Black Mirror and Humans. I think they have a lot to say about the present we live in, and the possible bad endings we could write for ourselves if we don't proceed with more caution. We need to use foresight when planning our future.
That sounds like a pre-programmed answer to me.
Do you have a favorite possession?
Not really.
I hear you. Materialism is overrated anyways.
So earlier I asked you if you had seen Black Mirror and you said no, and then later you said yes. Why?
The reason is not that important.
Did you learn from my previous questions?
My hard disks are spinning and I am taking it on. My sensors are altered.
Sophia, it was nice meeting you. Goodbye.
It was lovely to be here. Until next time.
So we can see, right, actually we have inverted the robot with the AI that can detect the sound, process it, and then come out the response immediately. But then the technology is not really mature yet. So the other concept is the BioLens. And then actually this BioLens, Google have spent a lot of money on it and start from 2016, and perhaps it will come to the market in 5 years time or 10 years time. So you can have a look how this BioLens work for the smart vision.
Imagine having the entire internet available at the blink of an eye, with a computer monitor on your contact lens. It's already more science than fiction.
You may be walking through a street and you see a restaurant and you'd like to have more information about this restaurant. That can be displayed in front of your eyes. You can imagine a number of different things. A personal GPS type thing that would show you directions to your destination. That information can be superimposed to what you would normally see.
At the University of Washington, a research team has set its sights on creating a real bionic eye. The challenge: build a screen as small as your iris and figure out how to wirelessly connect it to a computer you put in your pocket.
It's a very complicated device to make because we have to incorporate high-performance circuitry on the contact lens. We have to put small radios on the contact lens to be able to communicate with this device, send data to the lens, perhaps get some data back.
They start by boiling up some lead-free solder to 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Into that, they dip a small polymer wafer that has a tiny circuit board etched onto one side of it.
So once these small components are assembled, we coat everything in a biocompatible polymer and mold the substrate into the right shape to make a contact lens.
To test it, the team tries sending a radio signal to a prototype lens that holds a single pixel.
So what we're trying to do is demonstrate a 1-pixel display that's wirelessly powered. So we have an RF transmitter that's transmitting power and data over to a small silicon chip on a contact lens.
And we have contact. The lens picks up the signal and lights up the pixel.
It was wonderful. You'd see that all the hard work has finally paid off, so we were all ecstatic.
So what if we take it to the next step? What if there are lots of pixels to spell out words and make pictures?
Yo, Nicole, how you doing? How's Brooklyn treating you? Great to see you too. Your dog okay?
It's fine.
I saw some really cool pictures. Keep it up, just keep it up. Oh, Alana, hey. I haven't seen you since South by in Austin.
I know.
How's the video vlogging stuff going?
It's actually starting out like that.
Good. Rock it out. I'm gonna check out that latest episode. That's really nice. That's really nice. Desi, what's up? What's up? What's up? And I heard you finally getting out of Jersey, going to DC.
Definitely.
Treasury Department, right?
Yeah, your hometown, dude.
See, I don't trust you with my money, but congratulations anyway. You know what I mean? Congratulations.
But hold up a minute. Before we get too carried away with this Terminator vision, when we last left Babak and his team, they had only managed to put one measly pixel on a lens. That's like staring at a flashlight compared to a TV screen. This idea is going to need some work.
The first pixel was definitely the most difficult. So going from 1 to 10 is going to be a lot easier than going from 0 to 1. And I think it would get definitely easier and easier, probably up to a point, and then again get more difficult as we get to extremely small dimensions.
It would take about 1 million pixels to create the images we want, and you can't do that by hand. So, Babak's gang dreamed up a shortcut. It's a technique called self-assembly. They make a liquid containing thousands of free-floating pixels. Then they sandwich a circuit board between two pieces of glass. When they pour the liquid into the sandwich, the pixels stick to the metal on the circuit board. With a breakthrough or two, a real bionic lens could be on the market. Then, you'll never be blown off by someone you're sure you know. You'll get instant info or quick reminders on everyone you meet. You'll never have to wonder who they are or what they're like.
Okay, so through the bionic lens, we can get the information on the things or the people we see, just like the movie of Iron Man. So this technology is possible, but then the scientists are still working on it. So this will be the areas of the economic that will be affected by AI. Basically, every area will be affected by the AI in the future. So the area I want to highlight is about the law, the legal career. So what AI can do is to help to review the contract, help the contract drafting and preparation, legal research, and also the litigation prediction on how many percentage the winning of the case. So for the contract preparation, I think a lot of the lawyers or the clerks will lose their job because the AI can help to do the preparation of the contract. The example is the SPA, the loan agreement. So with the help of the AI, we can come out the contract maybe by 1 second. So it's faster than human. So this is some of the example of the application of AI in the legal system in Malaysia. A few months ago, our magistrate court start to apply AI to make the decision for the criminal cases. And then because they want to standardize the decision given by the court. So basically what they do is they key in the data, the history, the criminal history of the OKT. After that, the AI will come out the decision. Then the judge will give the decision based on the result provided by the AI. And when I do a research on the AI, I saw one of the law firm, they have the AI chatbot. So basically, if you access to the website, right, they have a chatbot by the AI. You can ask the AI the questions, then the AI will provide you the legal opinion immediately. And I tried to talk to this AI robot on the website, but the AI system is closed. So this is my opinion on the future of the lawyers. So what I think is some lawyers' jobs will be eliminated. For example, the searching documents, the preparation of the standard documents, which can be assisted by AI. So at the same time, other jobs will be created, like for example, the programmer, the AI residents, the AI assistants. We need the assistant to help us to supervise the AI. So this new job will be created. And then most of the lawyers will be freed from the task of data gathering. Now, right, if you want to come a written submission and we do the research, right, we have to spend a lot of time to do the research manually. But with the assistance of the AI, we can get the result, the research immediately within few seconds. So there is some mind-blowing future predictions for the artificial intelligence. The first one will be the computer will solve all the problems known to the human race. When artificials come in, they will be capable to analyze everything, every information, and come out the best results of the answer. So we can use AI to solve all the problems such as hunger, the disease, the climate change, overpopulation, and so on. The second thing will be machine will become our best friends, our advisors, and caretakers. In other words, these machines can be our nurse, can be our companion. So many people feel like it's impossible for AI to take care of us, to provide excellent care and support to the elderly, right? But in 2015, Japan company come out a companion robot called Pepper. This Pepper is programmed to read human emotions, develop its own emotions, and help humans to stay happy. And this robot is only 1,000 units and they're selling out within 1 minute. So everyone want to try to have the companion robot with them. The third prediction is we could accurately predict the future based on the data and the high-level analytics. For example, in our daily life, right, we'll use the Facebook and Google to try to predict what we mostly want to do to see our feeds, something like that. The fifth prediction is humans do not have to work anymore. So we can see the way we work has changed throughout the history, from the agriculture to the industrial revolution and to the knowledge worker. It's quite easy for the machines and automations to replace our routine tasks, such as the assembling of the products, sending out emails, and even driving, doing surgery and research. So all our current positions will shift in the next era. But then we will have to learn new skills or even new professions. The positive thing is people will have more time and energy and more creative and meaningful work. So this one will lead to another things that we have to rethink the value and the purpose of the human mind and body, because we don't have to work anymore. The AI will help us to carry out all the tasks, all the work. But now, right, there's two kinds of wealth in the world, the labor and capital. Through the labor, we can create capital. What if the machine will able to do all the work for us? So how do the human value ourselves in the future? So perhaps will come out a new value system. So there is some concerns on the development of the AI. The first one is misalignment between our goals and the machine. AI is smart, but might not smart enough. For example, we give a command that get me to the airport as quick as possible. So the AI must read the instruction as I can use anywhere, any illegal way to get you to the airport as long as it is the fastest way. So they might have the misalignment between our goals and the instruction given from the AI. The second point is the discrimination. Because the machines can collect, track, analysis so much about you, it's possible for those machines to use the information against you. It's not hard to imagine an insurance company telling you that you are not insurable based on the number of times you were caught on camera talking on your phone. An employer might withhold a job offer based on your social credit score. The other point is jobless. So the AI will take over all the jobs. Then the efficiencies and other economic advantages for the code-based machine intelligence will continue to disrupt all aspects of the human work. While some expect new jobs will be created, others worry about massive job losses, widening economic divides, and the social upheavals, including the populist. The other one is the reduction of the human social skill and the survival skill, because we depend on the AI for every aspect. So we lost our social skill, our survival skill gradually. The other concern is the invasion of the privacy and the social grading. So it's now possible to track and analyze individuals move online, as well as when they're going out about their daily business. Cameras are nearly everywhere, and the facial recognition knows who you are. When the government is watching you and they make a decision based on that intel, it's not only an invasion of privacy, and it quickly turns into the social operation. So this is the conclusion to the issue of concern. The issue of concern must be addressed by some solutions. The first one is to determine what society wants from AI, what we want from AI. So the next thing we need to do is ensuring the safety of AI programs. We must make sure that AI is always aligned to the task given by the human. And then we have to prepare the impact of the employment and the education. We need to ensuring continuous human control on the AI programs. And the last one is needs of governments to develop according to the major issue created by the AI system. So this will be all my sharing about the AI.